It's way past my bedtime. But I have a really good one for you. Now, if I didn't record it now, I was not going to record it. So here's the thing. I have an artist who sold over 12 artworks just within about the first 30 days of meeting me. The crazy part is this particular artist sold 3 artworks. After we had our initial call, I gave her a tip, hung up the phone, and went sold 3 artworks, same exact day. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna break down exactly how she's selling these artworks so consistently, so you can apply the same strategy. So first we're gonna jump into my phone and then we're gonna check out some of these sales. So as you can see, this particular artist name is Lori Royce. Shout out to Lori Royce. That's my girl. If you're not following her, which you're probably not, you probably should follow her. Super cool, super talented artist, super beautiful work. And as you can see here, she joined on February 10th, 2025. Check this out, it's inside the community. 5 days ago, Easy Seller 2. And that was 5 days ago. She probably even sold more work since then. But she said Easy Seller 2, right? 7 days ago, it works. Talking about some stuff we talked about in that Q&A call that day, sold the painting today. 12 days ago, sold a small matted print last night, right? Asking some questions 18 days ago. I stayed quiet, another sale 20 days ago, right? So what happens is she's making these sales pretty consistently 22 days ago, right? And these are only the sales she shared with the community. She ended up letting me know she made more sales. We talked directly, which was super cool. But I'm gonna break down how she's making these sales consistently. So first, let me explain a little bit about what Lori is doing. So at the moment, she currently have her easel set up outside of a restaurant, which is pretty cool. People will eat at the restaurant and they leave out, they will see her painting live. So she paint live, and then she will also have a few artworks set up for people to purchase if they love her work, right? Now, the reason she scheduled the call initially is because she's like, hey, Jaroid, I'm not really making any sales. Like sometimes some people buy every blue moon, but it's not consistent at all. The cool thing is we end up making it consistent, and I'm about to explain to you exactly how we did so, right? So let's get into it. So if you're selling face-to-face, this could be at an art fair, this could be through an exhibition, this could be if you have your artwork in a gallery and you're the one that sell the work in that gallery, this could be through any type of face-to-face interaction when someone could come up and approach you to potentially buy your art. Here's what you want to do. First thing first, you want to welcome them with great energy and give a unique compliment. Right? A unique compliment instantly changes someone's day. Now, once again, a unique compliment. If I walk up and you tell me, let's say a lady say, oh my God, you're so handsome. I may say thank you, but it's not unique, right? It don't really make me remember it for weeks on. Someone say, oh my God, is that an octopus on your arm? It's so detailed. That's the best looking octopus tattoo I've ever seen. That's a very unique compliment, right? So you want to welcome them. Welcoming them with great energy sounds like this. Hey, how's it going? How your day been? You're gonna say it's going good, whatever case may be. Then you're gonna give a unique compliment. A unique compliment may sound like this. After they say it's going good, then you're gonna say, by the way, I love the highlights in your hair. I think it fit you and your facial structure so well. Whatever, right? But it's unique. By the way, I love that necklace. You don't mind me asking, where did you purchase it? Unique compliment. It's very specific, right? With the unique compliment, the goal once again is simply to get them to lighten up. It's for them to open their doors to you. So let down their guard, right? It's basically for them to say, wow, this person's pretty cool. If they're having a bad day, it's your job to basically say, hey, they're not that bad. So I'm trying to enter this conversation with great energy on both sides. And sometimes we need to pick up the other person's energy. A unique compliment do exactly that. Now, here's the thing. After the unique compliment, it's important to get on track. Now, what do I mean by get on track? Sometimes we try to compliment and we just start babbling on. We know we want to sell artwork, but we don't know exactly what to ask, how to get the conversation about the art. So here's what you want to do. You're going to ask a very simple question once you guys start chatting. And that question is going to be, what brought you by? So you're talking about the necklace, beautiful necklace. So if you don't mind me asking, what brought you by? They simply going to say, oh, I thought I'd come check out the artwork. It's really nice art. It's beautiful. They're going to Bring the conversation back to your artwork on their own. It's all about asking the right questions, right? And I got your back. This is why you're gonna ask the right questions. What brought you by? They're gonna start talking about your artwork. What you're gonna do at this point is you wanna start building that relationship and that conversation around your artwork. And to be more specific, we wanna be talking about why we create the artwork. I'll give an example. Let's say I do a beautiful piece of lions, right? Now, I'm not gonna talk about the oil I use, the size of the piece, the material. I'm gonna talk about the fascination I have with lions. Now I'm talking about the why. And what happens is that potential buyer could really connect with the why. And it's the connection with the why that get people to move forward, because we make decisions on emotion and then we justify those decisions with logic. So now that you moved on to the conversation and y'all talking about the artwork, keep it about why you create the piece, what the piece represents. And you want that person to connect with that why. You'll know they're connecting because they'll start to tell their story and how that piece resonates to them. This is crucial. As this conversation is building and you're having a great chat, you're talking about the artwork and why it's so special for the both of you. The next thing you're gonna do is ask them, can you make an offer? You never wanna just make an offer, because we're not here to be salesy. We wanna ask for their permission to make an offer and them buying the work. This is very crucial. Hopefully you're taking notes. Now, you may be wondering, Jaroid, how do I ask for permission? Can I say, hey, is it okay? Can I please sell this artwork to you? No, that's a very unique way you wanna go about this that builds the relationship, keeps the rapport, and it's not salesy or sleazy at all. Write this down. All you're gonna say once this relationship is being built and you could tell they love the artwork, what you wanna say is, hey, I could tell this piece really resonate with you. If you don't mind me asking, can you see yourself owning it? That's it. Test it out. If you just take anything from this video, take that one phrase there to change your art career. If you don't mind me asking, can you see yourself owning it? Now, there's only two responses to this question. One is them saying, oh, I'm not looking to buy any artwork right now. That's totally fine. The reason it's fine is because I never mentioned the price. And if I never mentioned the price, they're genuinely not interested in buying. The second response would be, I'm interested. How much do it cost? What's the offer? Can you tell me more about it? Anything on these lines are giving you permission to then sell the artwork to them. You have to sell it. So I'm gonna talk about what it looks like to sell it. But at this point, you guys built rapport, you had a great conversation, they checked out your artwork, you asked them, can you see yourself owning it? They said yes, depending on how much it is. And now we wanna talk about what it looks like as far as them owning it. What I recommend doing is just two things. Keep it simple, keep it simple. Tell them how much the artwork costs. And then you wanna say, because of the relationship you two have built, so it's gonna sound something like this. But after you then told me a little bit about like your story and how much you connect with this artwork, I feel compelled to want to and throw in a gift. That could be a smaller piece, that could be a print, a valuable gift, by the way. Please don't throw in a 5x8 card or a little sketch. That's not valuable, a valuable gift. One thing I always stress is I say the most important people in your life is your immediate family. The second most important people are your customers. Treat them like gold. Throw in a gift and show your genuine appreciation, because this person is taking a time out of their day to spend their hard-earned money to buy your art. Most people go to jobs every single day and work 8 hours or more to make that hard-earned money. And instead of going to pay a bill, they buy your art with it. So you want to treat them like gold. Important. So with that being said, the way you're gonna go about it, once again, when it's time for you to make the offer, you're gonna tell them the price of the artwork, and you're gonna say, by the way, I got to let you really connect with the piece and just chatting with you. I definitely want you to be the owner. I feel compelled to also want to give you this piece as well as my way of saying I appreciate it and thank you. It's gonna be so hard for them to say no. They have no choice but to say yes. That's the only option. I'm good at this. This is why these artists sell a lot of freaking art. And here's the key thing, a couple bonuses. What makes a really great salesperson is not someone who's slick and smooth with their words. What makes a really great salesperson is when you sell something and everybody wins. That's what's important. When you sell something and a person you selling to feel absolutely phenomenal about that purchase, and then you feel absolutely phenomenal about the sale. It's a win-win. You see, we purchase the things that we want and desire. If somebody's already wanting and desiring your artwork, then it's a great fit. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because you do not want to do the opposite. If someone says, by the way, I'm not looking to buy any artwork right now, do not try to put on your sales cap and try to be silky smooth to try to get them to still purchase. Say no worries, thank them for their time. And then say, I hope you really enjoyed your dinner or wherever they're coming from. And you genuinely mean it. Because we're not salespeople, we're artists. But if you could frame some of these conversations the right way, you'll start making more sales. Here's the thing, I'm going completely off script at this point. Off script. The important thing is you have to understand what's separating you and making consistent sales is this little gap in the middle. And that gap is the absence of education. Understanding just how to say the right thing, get in front of the right person, you'll be selling. I'm saying to say, take this video, rehearse it to yourself first. If you have an art fair coming up or art show coming up, rehearse the things I'm saying. Be an active learner. Get in the mirror and say it to yourself. Go over these key points. Write them down and keep them in your back pocket so you can pull them out whenever someone leaves and prepare for the next person that may walk up. Take your career serious because you could change your entire life. As I mentioned, this particular artist was selling very little pieces and just sold 12 freaking artworks quickly. So it just shows what's possible when you just implementing the right strategies and you're committed to it. Hopefully you found this really, really valuable. If you want to show me that you really found this valuable, you'll hit that subscribe button and then you'll probably turn on notifications so you can really start taking your art career to the next level, applying these strategies and tips I'm sharing. With that being said, I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy and peace.